Neve Campbell is returning for Scream 7 and Kevin Williamson is directing. Let's get to it. What's up again, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers collectors. Thank you for joining me today here on another video here on the channel. Today for Neve Campbell is returning as Sidney Prescott and Kevin Williamson is directing Scream 7. But before we start, please hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with anyone and everyone you know. So we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. And let's begin. So yeah, there was news yesterday. I was gonna make the video yesterday, but I've been kind of sick lately, so I haven't been posting, but I'm starting to feel better. So I decided to attack it today, this morning. And yeah, last night or yesterday, yesterday, like around the morning time, it was reported that Neve Campbell posted on her Instagram a picture of the new script for Scream 7, and she is apparently starring in it. And that is crazy. That is crazy. I guess they finally figured something out between her and Spyglass. And to be honest, I'm not really shocked that she's back. I kind of expected 50-50 to happen. Either they were going to get Melissa back or they were going to get Neve. So they just went, I guess, with the easier route was Neve. I guess they could settle a pay dispute better than some political stance. But whatever about that. That's not what this channel's about. But yeah. Like I said, I'm not shocked that Neve is back. I kind of expected that. That's kind of expected that she would return. It was very likely because people were talking about it for months also. Yeah, she's coming back. She's coming back. So it was probably already secretly, she was already on board. They just waited until yesterday, the right time, you know, the right time. And there was another video where I made up, maybe in December, and it was talking about how January, February, and March was going to be a lot. There was going to be a lot of Scream 7 announcements. So that came to fruition. But what really shocked me was the fact that Kevin Williamson is directing it. That was a curveball for me. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw my post, and that's what really that's what really hit the curveball for me. Is like, what? Kevin Williamson, out of all the people, you know, out of all the people. And there was I saw another video of another creator, I forgot who it was. They were saying that I think it might have been Killjoy Jake. And they were saying that Scream 7 already had a director, but they were keeping it under wraps, you know, because the whole Melissa thing was still kind of fresh. And then Christopher Landon had quit the project. So it was Kevin Williamson the whole time, you know. There was people thought it was Robert Rodriguez and stuff, you know. It was crazy, yeah. And next thing you know, it's bam, Kevin Williamson. And like I said, that shit is still like, what? I'm still like in shock of that, because like, he did direct one movie in the 90s. It was called Teaching Mrs. Tingle or something like that. I seen it a long time ago when I was a kid, but I haven't seen it since. But I'm gonna rewatch it just to see how his directing is, you know. And that's crazy because I feel like, maybe I don't know yet because we haven't seen, you know, a Scream movie directed by Kevin, but I feel like he could probably get that old like Wes Craven Scream vibe touchback, you know. that the films have been missing. You know, like Wes Craven had a certain feel to his Scream movies. You know that we don't see in the new Spyglass ones. And I feel like since he was so close to Wes, you know, and him and Wes basically, yeah, Kevin wrote the script, but he also had help from Wes obviously to develop more of these characters. You know, he's the director, so he's got input on that. So uh, Kevin Williamson working with Wes on 4 Scream movies. I'm pretty sure he picked up some of Wes's things that he did in the movie and made them his. You know, I feel like he could bring that old school kind of Scream feel again. You know, that old school late 90s 2010s Scream 4 style feel. Wes Craven directed Scream movie. The script, which is crazy. This is a crazy thing too. Also, is that Kevin didn't even write this script. Kevin Williamson, the guy who's written all the scripts of Scream except 3, and he wrote some of 4, but then it was rewritten by the same guy who wrote Scream 3 script, Aaron Kruger. It's crazy that Kevin didn't write this script. It was written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick, the Spyglass people who directed the last 2 Scream 6 and Scream 5. That was a bit of a shocker too to me, that, oh, what the hell? He's directing, but he didn't write the script. That's kind of like they flipped it on its head right there. It's like, oh, Kevin has written most of the Scream movies, but this time he doesn't write this one, but he will direct it. What a trip, what a trip, what a trip. Yeah, and it's like I said earlier, right now, it's, I guess they must have settled something with Neve, or Spyglass is just, you know, they have a deadline to release this movie, or else they'll lose the rights or something like that probably going on. So that's why they're just going with it. It's gonna happen. Scream 7 is happening. It's happening without Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera. It's happening without Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown. So yeah, we're no core 4 in this one, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna mention them and what happened to them after Scream 6. That's a for sure. They are gonna have to have some kind of little Easter egg right there towards them, you know, and kind of give an explanation to why they're not involved in this murder spree that Ghostface is gonna go on. To be honest, I'm actually kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm like in half about it. Like, I'm kind of excited. Yeah, Nev's back. We get like a cool legacy character movie again. Get to see Ghostface again. But my other half is pissed because I really wanted to see like the conclusion of the Core 4 story. I really wanted them to explore Sam's darker killer side, you know, like she was so cool at the end of Scream 6 wearing the Ghostface costume and stuff. She looked badass killing Detective Bailey, that I really wanted more of that, you know. Melissa Barrera, she plays a good psycho too. She would have made a good killer too if they would have casted her as one of the bad ghost faces. But yeah, dude, I really wanted to see more of her donning the Ghostface costume, you know, if they would have gone with the original Scream 7. And that's what sucks, is that we're getting a new story, but it's not going to be the original Scream 7 that we were supposed to get, you know, that was going to conclude with the Core 4 and stuff like that. But like I said, at the same time, it's still exciting that we're getting more Ghostface and Scream content. It's fun watching Scream. They're different than Michael and Jason, because Ghostface goes on killing sprees and then he reveals his or her motive. You know, Michael and Jason don't have motives really. They just kill people pretty much for fun at this point. You know, Ghostface actually has like a reason, you know, to go after people, and that's what makes the Scream movies a lot more fun, is the reveal at the end, and then getting to know the characters before the real bloodbath starts. You know, like watching a Scream movie is almost like, hey, you know, like I have friends like that. You know, I have a group of friends like that. It's cool having groups of friends. You know, and that's what the Scream movies, you know, give off. It's like, yeah, dude, it's a movie about friends that like horror movies, and people get killed. That's why they're fun to watch. But yeah, like I said, this news, the not the Neve thing. Like I said earlier, it was between her and Melissa, and it was expected that Neve was gonna return. The Kevin Williamson thing, though, that really has me like, woo. it's really like wow. And the fact that he didn't write the script, that is just like whoa, that was a curveball for me. I was like, Kevin Williamson is like, damn dude, like why the fuck did it take him this long to even direct the Scream movie? I feel like he should have probably directed four, if anything, you know, like it's like this should have happened a while ago, you know. Kevin should have directed a Scream movie a while ago, but that's cool though. That's cool. Let's see what he's got. um you know, some people aren't happy about it because they wanted, like I said earlier, they wanted the conclusion of the Core Four. They're not happy how Melissa Barrera was treated for expressing her personal views on what's going on in this fucked up world we live in. But you know, like we can't do anything about it, dude. Like we don't own the rights, we don't call shots, you know, like well, we're just the consumer, you know, right now at this point. um and we just gotta take what we got, you know. You could support or you cannot support, it's up to you, you know. Everyone's got their own free will, everyone can make their own choices. And you know, like I'm a huge Scream fan, been a huge Scream fan since '96, man, since the first one came out. And yeah, I probably will, well, not probably, I will go see it. I will go see it because I love Scream. Neve Campbell is one of my favorite actresses. Next to Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, she's a badass. You know, she actually inspired me to be more, you know, tough and stuff like that. You know how she is, Sydney in the movies. You know, she starts off weak and frail, but by Scream 3, she's killing. I mean, by the end of the first one, she's killing fools already. You know, and she's an inspirational character, and I'm glad Nev's back. And I wish they could have work something out with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, you know. But you know, there was Melissa Barrera was on this panel a few days ago with Skeet Ulrich and Dermot Mulroney, Matthew Lillard, and apparently she said that it's not the end of Sam's story, you know, that you know, she's not done playing Sam, you know. She's probably just waiting it out until Spyglass sells the rights or their time's up with the rights and it goes to another studio. Then we could probably, you know, get the Core 4 story back, you know, and get them all back a little older, a little more mature, you know, ready to take on Ghostface again. Yeah, but thanks again, Hollywood Horror Film Club, for joining me here on the channel on another video today. This time for Neve Campbell returning for Scream 7 and Kevin Williams directing. Always like and subscribe, like I say, it really helps the channel a lot. Smash the like button, it really helps us in the algorithm. Hit the comments below. You got any questions? And that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me. And the Ghostface, a Scream fan film, premieres on April 12th, 2024. Thanks a lot. See y'all next time.